Hello everybody and welcome back to DIY Diecast. My name is Joe and this is episode number 26 of the Diecast and Hot Wheels Collector Show with Joe. So glad you could join me for yet another episode. Alright, and if you are new to finding this show or this channel, this is a show all over the place with randomness about 1/64 scale diecast. Sometimes we do other different scales too. I've got a lot of that stuff too, but mainly we focus on 1/64 scale diecast, and we're just all over the place with randomness. We look at new diecast that's came out. We look at some vintage diecast that's came out, customs, and all kinds of stuff. Alright, so in today's episode, I've got a lot of new stuff to show you that I've added to the collection. I just picked it up this week. And when I say new, I understand that some of you are finding Q-case cars in your area already. Well, they haven't dropped around here. Hopefully we see them. But the pegs were empty with lots and lots of old fantasy cars for a long time. And in our area here, we're just now getting to see the N and some scarce M cases of cars. So I'm going to show you my favorite N and M case cars I've been picking up, and some other random special items that I found out there at the stores. And if you are also new to the show, we stop this show twice and we do the NASCAR pick of the week. Don't want to leave you NASCAR fans out there. Certainly used to collect NASCAR diecast myself at one point, and I don't any longer. Long story, but I don't want to leave you guys out. So we do the NASCAR pick of the week, take a look at some vintage, and in some cases some new NASCAR diecast. And also in this show, if you've been watching previous episodes or whatever, you'll know that I order some things from these guys, Shop 164. They have some really great premium products, and I got a new package in this week. Here it is, something very great in there that I want to share with you. And I used what came in this package to do a custom, and we'll look at that too. Also, another little topic I'd like to cover today too is, you know, sometimes Hot Wheels does some goofy things. Can we all agree with that? Yeah, back there, yeah. Okay, they just do, okay? And I want to point out a couple goofy things that they did here. I got them right here. I don't want to show you right now because we're going to get to that. It'll be a surprise. But in my opinion, great car. They just got it all wrong. We're going to find out if Hot Wheels watches my show, because maybe they'll take my advice when we cover these things. We'll see. Anyway, I know you can't see anything right now but me up here yapping, so I'm going to fix that. I'm going to come get behind the camera now, point it down at the table here where all the great diecast is, and let's begin the show. Hang tight now. Alright everybody, let's just take a quick scan of the table. This will be the new diecast that I picked up this week. We'll be going through all that. Back there's a custom that I talked about with the Shop 164 stuff. I think you're going to really like that. Some of you have already seen it if you've been following my shorts videos. I dropped it this week. Anyway, we'll get to it. That red thing back there, that's going to be the What the Heck Is It Anyway feature of the week. We'll get to that here shortly. Here's those examples. I kind of gave it away. Now you can kind of see what they are. We're going to talk about why I think Hot Wheels got these wrong, and we're going to give them a chance to get it right. We'll see if Hot Wheels watches my show and what they would do about this. Also the NASCAR pick of the week. Behind that, of course, the 1/64 custom pieces from Shop 164. Want to show you those two. Really great premium products from those folks. And I also have some things behind me too that I'm going to kind of sneak in here as we're going along. So let's go ahead and get started looking at some new diecast. Alright, let's get started with this totally awesome Matchbox 1994 Mitsubishi 3000 GT that I picked up. And man, that thing is looking sick. Look at the colored in headlight details. The Mitsubishi emblem is filled in for us. Even those side turn signal lights. out back, all the same great details. Matchbox tearing it up on very realistic looking cars as usual. Now, looking at this car and picking this one up reminded me of a vintage one in my collection. Very similar. It's the Mitsubishi Spider convertible. And this is, I don't know how to feel about this thing. This is certainly a lot older of release. You can tell by that card. And it was a new model at the time. But check out those vintage wheels on that thing. Pretty much the same body casting, just missing the roof. We are missing, it was too early for them to start putting the headlight and turn signal details. No tail lights in it. But what do you think of that winter green spearmint flavor interior with that metallic blue? I don't think it works very well together. But anyhow, another great take on the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Also went under a couple of different names, this car it did. Wasn't it the Dodge Stealth as well, I believe? Let me know in the comments. Alright, next up, got this, it's one I don't have. It's the Ford GT, GT40, and looking sweet with the Borla livery. Got that great roof-high spoiler on it. Ain't mad at them wheels. Ain't mad at them at all. They work for the, the color scheme that's going on there. Lots of great details on that. And I also have another one from my collection to show you a different variation here. And there it is in the metallic blue with the white stripe. And this does not have the correct wheels on it. It actually looks kind of funny. I had some great premium wheel swapped on this car, and I needed them for something else. So I took them off temporarily. I'll be getting something much better, but that's another variation of the Ford GT40. And I do have a turntable coming on the way. Somebody requested in the comments. I don't know why I didn't get one before, but sometimes I got shaky hands, and that's no fun. And, hey, my fingernails are clean today. Sometimes, but anyway, there's a lot of good reasons why I should get a turntable. One is on the way, I promise you. We'll get through this show with my dishwater hands here, and that's another version of the GT40. Alright, I know you've been eyeballing these back here. I showed you one of these, it wasn't last week's weekly show, because anyway, I showed you one of these in one of the videos that I dropped through last weekend. That's what it was. I dropped a video last weekend, and I included this in there. Folks, if you don't know, these are being scalped. These UPS trucks from Matchbox, they are from the, dadgummit, hang on, Express Delivery Series. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. I'm completely unscripted with this show, but these are being scalped, okay? Sometimes scalpers scalp mainline cars. We know that. And I did find 2 of them, and I did buy them both. I'm not scalping. These are not for sale. These are both for my personal collection, and I don't need any more. So if I find any more out there, I will leave them for somebody else. But got one for diorama and one that I plan on opening. The details are great. These things are so cool. And man, I can't say enough about them. They're so accurate. And I could see why they would want to scalp them. But if you run across one of these, you definitely want to pick them up. They are going to be hard to find. Alright, how about the Formula E Gen 3? I'm going to be picking up every Formula car that Hot Wheels puts out, especially if they keep looking this cool. Nice wheels on there to match that orange decal variation there. And it's just a very good depiction of a Formula 1 car, and something that I'd like to see more of instead of, Fast and Furious cars. Drop us some great new Formula cars, and leave them in the main lines for us guys that really, really favor the main lines in our collection. That is a great, great Formula Gen 3 there. Keep them coming, Hot Wheels. Alright, here's another one I was excited to pick up. It is the 95 Mazda RX-7 Drift. and very, very nicely done. I don't typically like or favor white rims on my cars, but it works very well with this one. And the RX-7, a great car. This is from the N-Case, 2025 N-Case, and another great car. It would be very, very cool to see more different variations of. That is the Mazda RX-7 Drift. Very, very cool. Alright, now it might look like we're getting low on new diecast to look out, but don't worry. Boom, bonus bag. I forgot that I stopped and picked up, well, some shipping tape. That's kind of an inside joke. If you guys have been following the show, you know that in a couple of episodes, I used to show Bag of Diecast, and every time I would start pulling the cars out, there would be shipping tape in there. Long story, but anyway, I stopped to get some more shipping tape. There are more cars for us to look at in this bag. Let's keep going. Okay, next up, when do you ever see one of these great Matchbox Jeep 1964 Wagoneers and you don't buy it? Okay, I buy every one of them. I've been finding, and yes, there are multiple ones out there. This one being the latest one I could find in the gold color. It's kind of plain, but this is just the kind of car that is perfect for customization. Wheel swaps, paint them up, lift them. Don't lower them though, it's a Jeep for goodness sake. And it's got a trailer hitch too, so these will look great pulling around your hitch and tow series cars. And I also found this earlier this year in the white version. Yep, exact same model, same casting, just in a different color. Gotta love them. Alright, here I come again. Back in front of the camera again. Let's take a break now since we got some more great diecast to look at. And we're not going to run out of that to do the segment that I stopped the show for weekly called What the Heck Is It Anyway? In my hand here, I have some very, very poor quality diecast. It's going to be hard to tell exactly what this thing is. Some of you car guys are very sharp, and I need your help to determine exactly what this thing is. Alright, let's take a closer look. Here we come. We're zooming in. Alright. What the heck is this thing anyway? Okay. I can tell you, it's very, very poor quality. That's for sure. Check out those wheels. And this thing is beat up. This is from straight from the sandbox. This one is well played with. And those wheels are all beat up. And on the other side here, they are tucked up in the fenders pretty well there. But anyway, what kind of car is this? That's what I'm after. There are some hints. We do have some tail lights there. Kind of give us some clues. Now let's see what the tampos, the decals say. Fire win. I guess that's a good win. A win that is good. This win is on fire. We have an MR2 distinction sticker on the front. That doesn't look much like an MR2 to me, though. Man, it looks more like a Mazda RX-7, I think, than an MR2. What do you think? I definitely want to know in the comments what you think this is. And we have another clue. It's turbo. And I can tell you that this thing is going to need a turbo to make it move with them wheels all bent up on this thing. And the tires half worn off of it. But let me know in the comments. What is it anyway? Alright, yeah, we got the puppies barking in the background, of course. Somebody's probably just outside trying to steal my car or something. It'll be fine. It's insured. Okay, so we got the new Matchbox 63 Chevy Corvette here. And, man, one of my favorites. Hot Wheels has many, many releases of this same body style Corvette with much poorer quality wheels. These aren't even that great a quality. I mean, they're not rubber tires or anything, but don't they just look great on there? I can't say it enough. Matchbox probably becoming my favorite brand, even though they are owned by Hot Wheels, for the realistic quality cars that they're putting out. Love it. Even their mainline wheels look really good. Isn't that awesome? And yes, that is a motorcycle you see back there. Now, I wouldn't get these for a long time. These motorcycles and bikes were starting to come out for years before I started picking them up. What happened was I bought out a collection of cars on Facebook Marketplace. It had a bunch of these in it. And so now I've got a reason to just keep adding to them. And man, I ain't mad at this one at all. It's the Honda BFR 750R RC30. And in my opinion, as more bikes and bikes are being released by Hot Wheels, they are getting better in quality. And that does make me want to pick them up. When I seen this, I thought that looked really, really good. And I'm not as big of a motorcycle fan as I am cars, but man, it's just cool. And if they keep looking this cool, hey, I'll keep buying them. New for 2025, and this is out of the in case as well. A lot of great diecast coming out of that 2025 in case. All right, and here is something very special. What a beauty, okay? It's the Hot Wheels 80th anniversary car, and it is the Mattel Dreammobile. And you know, it's a beautiful paint job. It's very, very retro cool-ish looking. Absolutely love the 80th anniversary packaging. They did a fine job on the artwork of the packaging for the 80th anniversary. Far as what this car is, I don't know. Maybe it should have been What the Heck Is It Anyway car for the week, but I don't know. It's obviously some kind of fantasy or prototype car. Kind of reminds me of a Fairlane, Ford Fairlane 50s headlights meets a Nash Metropolitan. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But nonetheless, a great car for their 80th anniversary. Nicely done. Alright, here I come again. I'm back. Really need to hire somebody to run that camera. Anyway, time for the NASCAR pick of the week. And today's NASCAR pick of the week is the Winner's Circle Sterling Marlin car. And I'll get behind the camera and show you a better look. But yes, Sterling Marlin used to be, at one point in time back in the 1990s, clear back in the 1900s, I know, used to be my favorite driver. Used to sit down and watch a good 3.5 hour race sometimes, just to see if my boy Sterling Marlin could cross the finish line first. And that's about the same, a little bit later anyway, is when I quit watching NASCAR, because they changed the way that they determine the winner, and now it's not necessarily the first guy across the finish line that wins. It's some kind of complicated point system where you have to time something and divide it by laps led and races raced, and then tie your hands and arms in a knot and stand upside down and spin around on your eyebrows to figure out who's the winner. After they started doing that nonsense, I clocked out, and I'm never watching NASCAR again. Maybe I will consider it in the future if they go back to the first guy that wins, the first guy that crosses the finish line is the winner again, like in my opinion every race should be. But until then, my diecast collection is becoming more and more vintage. And this is the Sterling Marlin from Winner's Circle. Let's take a closer look. Alright, coming at you. Oh, yeah. Look what you get there. You get an awesome plastic hood. I got a lot of diecasts where you get a hood with it. I don't know what you do with the thing if you happen to open the car. They're kind of hard to keep together. For that reason, I don't open the ones that have these extra kind of pieces in it. Usually, sometimes I do. But if there's any old Sterling Marlin fans out there, maybe we should start a vintage Sterling Marlin fan club or something. I don't know. But the details are pretty great on that Dodge of Sterling Marlins. And it's got the window net, the Goodyear yellow letter tires, and all the great details are all there, just like you'd expect from Winner's Circle. And that is our NASCAR pick of the week. Alright, time for the bonus bag. Alright, what do we got? Alright, you already know, we got a couple of things of shipping tape. Let's just get that out of the way. As you can see, the details are fantastic. These are still in the package. I do plan to open them, and they do roll really great, so they'd be great on the track. All the details are there, including the barcode and excellent font on the writing. A great release from tool bench. Alright, enough nonsense. There's just a few to get through in here. Oh, there's the receipt. Oh, they're $1.35 now. They went up 10 cents. I don't know what they are in your area now, but they were $1.25. We've now went up to $1.35. Where will it end? I'll buy them at $1.35, I guess, but let's see what they do in the short-term future here. Okay, here is the Toyota GR86 Cup. And they released this in a lot of great different variations. I have a blue one with the roof smashed in that I got in one of them $5 yard sale bags. Some kid smashed it with a hammer. Somebody run over it with a car, something. So I'm not going to show it to you. Just kind of pointless. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But I got a blue version of this with a slightly different decal variation. So there are different variations of this one out there. This is the 2025 K case. It was just a weird one that they got in all around their end case cars. Alright, what is next? Oh, this is cool. Okay, this is the Hot Wheels 2025. This is a G case. I mean, look at the randomness of stuff. All on the same pegs, mind you, okay? So we're getting close to the end of the year. They're finding some old cases evidently in their warehouse. So, anyway, the Morgan Super 3, and it's cool. It kind of looks like a boat trying to be a Can-Am. I don't know. I don't care for them Can-Ams, but this is kind of vintage cool, and Hot Wheels must have worked out some kind of deal with Morgan, because I picked up a few Morgans here, different variations here lately, and very, very cool. Happy to add it to the collection. Alright, we're still rolling apparently. Sorry about that. You'll have that with the live show. Alright, let's go ahead and cover the final few items before we wrap it up. Alright, so here are the two cars I was talking about at the beginning of the show. And of course, they are the custom Ford Maverick. Okay, can you remember when these came out? They are awesome. Okay, so the red one is a 2017 release, and this turquoise one is a 2021 release. So they're getting some years on them now, and one of the problems is I haven't seen any more variations of them. I would like to see some more of them, but here's where I think that Hot Wheels got it wrong, and you let me know if you agree or whatnot. Now, while I am excited to see a Maverick casting, okay, that was very, very cool to see that they did that, I wish they wouldn't have made them rally cars, okay? Let me open one of these up. There we go. Okay, now you can see what I'm talking about. I just wanted a great example of a Ford Maverick. I didn't want these lights on top of the fenders. I didn't want the air dam on the bottom. I didn't want the wide body kit on it. You see that with the rivets in it and all that. I just wanted a great example of a Maverick, if I'm being honest. I think it would have been so much better just to give us a great original example of the Maverick than to do this rally car racing package on it that is not very realistic in my... I've never seen a Maverick rally car, okay? That's why I don't get it. And it makes me ask the question, why? You know, it would have been just a great car released just the way it was originally, but they went and had to put them rally style with all those details on there, and I'm not mad at it, but I would have rather have had the regular Maverick without all these extra details at the same time. Let me know what you think, okay? And then one other thing to cover here, talking about weird stuff that Hot Wheels doesn't make any sense. Look at the different wheels they put on the new Mazda 787B. You see that? No reason for that at all. No reason for that at all. Stop doing this, Hot Wheels. And the reason I say stop doing this is because, you know, there are people out there who collect error cars, okay? and they feel like they're worth huge money, and they might be, you know, but the problem is too many of those can too easily be faked. That's the reason I don't want to go near error cars anymore, that's for sure. With today's technology, way too easy to take one of these cars out of the package carefully, put the wrong wheels on it, put it back together, and try to sell it to somebody on eBay for $100 because it's a car with mismatched wheels that made it out from production in the factory. I think it's confusing for Hot Wheels to do this. I think it might be a car that someone could find on the pegs, and they wouldn't normally buy it otherwise, but they feel like it might be an error car, or maybe someone would try to actually sell this thing on eBay, like as I was just talking about, for big money, and catch somebody who wasn't paying attention, didn't know that that's just the way this car was released. But in any case, it's not realistic. It's never what this car would have looked like in real life. And just stop it. Just cut it out now, okay? So we got two things, two ways we're going to know if Hot Wheels is watching the show or not. Let's see if in the future we get any more of this nonsense, or if they release us any of those great Mavericks in just the regular, good old, traditional Maverick form without all the CCA racing stuff on it. Knock it off, Hot Wheels. Alright, one last thing to cover here. I want to show you the package I got in from Shop 164. I opened this box upside down. But there it is. These are my friends at Shop 164. Let me get behind the camera now and make sure you're seeing everything good and show you what I have in here. Okay, Shop 164 is a premium dealer of supplies for your 1/64th scale customizations. They have wheels, displays, just everything you could think of. And it's all premium stuff. Some stuff I get from Temu, but not everything. When I need something a little more premium, I go to Shop 164. Now let's look what I got in here. Alright, 5 sets of premium wheels with real rubber tires, and yes, they are those red line staggered 5-spoke rims. Let's take a closer look. Alright, there they are. As you can see, these wheel sets are staggered, large out in the back, small in the front. They advertise them as being for the 55 gasser, but of course these work on most any of your 1/64 scale diecast that have the larger wheels in the back and the smaller ones in the front. You can see that fantastic, accurate gator back tread on these real rubber tires, the great red line sidewall, and a great deep dish 5-star rim. And I have a car that I've already put them on, and here it is. Yes, some of you guys may have already seen this. Earlier this week I released a shorts video of me putting these very premium Shop 1/64 premium redline real rubber tires and those great 5-star rims on the Mustang Fox Body SVO, of course. And that's a great casting of the Fox Body Mustang there, and some really great premium wheels. I thought they matched the decals on that just perfectly. So if you missed this short, go back in my content and find this short. Don't miss it. Alright, that's going to do it. We're going to wrap up the show. I certainly hope that you enjoyed it. If you're new, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, please feel free to subscribe. That way you don't miss the next one. And there's lots of great content to go back for you to check out if you are new to the show. And you'll also be notified when there are new shows being released. Did I just already said that? Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week and find all the great diecasts that you've been looking for on the pegs. I got a couple of pretty interesting videos coming up this weekend too. All the more reason to subscribe and stay tuned. We'll catch you next time.